Sal's latest thing is that he's going around now. He's having he had a tag sale at his house.
Oh, no, you're kidding.
Because
poor Sal is broke.
He's broke. He has no money. But I said, you know what? I know Sal makes a decent living. I'm not saying he's wealthy, but he makes a decent living between his stand-up and what he makes here. What's going on with him? And then you find out he's broke, but he went to the Seinfeld concert last night for $200 a ticket.
He also complains, like, he'll tell me, like, oh, we're broke, and then he'll tell me that his wife bought a $1,400 handbag.
Yeah. Well, of course he's broke.
Yeah, that's how you get broke.
But you got to hear about his tag sale, Howard. It's really funny. Should I have him come in?
What do you mean it's funny?
Well,
What's funny about it?
He's broke. He's got no money. So now he's
What are they selling?
Kids' toys, anything. Like they're selling the children's toys that they don't need anymore. Anything in the house because he said.
So how much did he make at the tag
sale?
I
don't know how much he made, but he told me a black guy drives up to his house. So he tells his wife, "You go over because blacks like hot blondes, and you could sell them anything."
Right.
So I guess the guy's looking around, and I told that story about when my mom had a tag sale. People come. And no matter what you have something priced at, if you were giving away a Cadillac for $1, somebody say, "Can I have it for 50 cents?"
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So Sal said he's got one of his kids' books there. You push the button, it makes sounds, everything, and it says $1 on it. So the black guy says, "How much?" And Sal goes, "Well, it says $1." And the guy goes, "Would you take a quarter?" So Sal goes, "Okay." So the guy goes into his pocket.
Okay.
He goes into his pocket, and he goes, "You know what? Don't have a quarter."
Oh, my God.
He goes, "Can I just have it?" So Sal's totally intimidated by him now, and he goes, "Sure, take it." Guy throws it in his car. Sal figures he's gone. He's out of my house. It's fine. The black guy left.
Yeah.
Throws it in his car, doubles on back to the tag sale, and he goes, "Got anything else for free?"
Oh, my God.
So Sal's now so intimidated by the black guy that he picks up a huge box of children's toys. He goes, "You got kids?" The guy goes, "Yeah." Sal carries it to the guy's car.
I put it in his trunk. And I shut the trunk. And I said, "God bless you and your children. Have a good day."
Because you're afraid of a black guy?
He looked like Seal without the money.
Right.
He was big. He was, and he was dark. And
He was
I'm not
big
saying
and dark?
Yeah. And he had scars. And if they have scars,
Oh, my God.
it ain't from
They have scars?
It ain't from falling off a skateboard. So
you just emptied out your house and gave it to the black guy.
Give him your house.
Yeah, and after all that, my wife has the audacity to say, "What the fuck did you give him a free
What do
bin
you mean
of?"
the audacity? Of course.
Well,
I said
he knows where we live. He just saw you. You're a hot blonde. He knows our house. He knows our. We don't want him to stab us. Get him out of here. I mean, I was just playing. I'm telling you, I'm not.
Yeah, but Sal,
he was
Sal,
intimidated.
you're so
he had an
fucking racially
No.
offensive.
Hold on. Sal told me that when the guy said, "Do you have anything else for free?" he wasn't sure if the guy wanted to know if you had anything else for free or if that meant give me your stuff.
Right.
What do you mean you don't know?
Dude, okay. There's two ways of saying anything for free. Hey, you have anything for free?
Right.
Or, got anything else for free?
What's the difference? What does it mean?
Yeah, I don't hear a difference.
There's only one way to say no, though.
Well, he's going to be back because you're a pushover. He knows
Exactly.
you
That's
can have
what. What'd you think?
You're an idiot.
Maybe we should dump this for the replay.
What's going to stop him from coming in your house at 3 a.m. and going anything else for free? Now?
Right.
My wife, take her. She's free.
That ain't free.
She's free to go.
You look at all black people like the rabid wild
No,
animals.
not at
just
all.
wanna
There were
come
other
and
black
kill
people
you.
that came and went respectively.
No,
there were old.
Respectively. Respectively?
Yeah, there were old white people who came and left.
Right.
Give them anything for
Respectfully.
Let me tell you, you want to find the next whack packer? Just have a goddamn garage sale. The most degenerate
So how much money did you make on the
welfare
garage sale?
recipients.
Usually the guy throwing the garage sales the next whack pack.
What'd you make?
$140.
And you spent $200 on the Seinfeld concert.
I spent that 3 months ago on Seinfeld.
What's going on with you? Are you?
I really feel bad for Sal. I do.
I lost, like I said, I lost about $225,000 in the stock market on margin, and then I had other bills, and I'm paying them off. I'm not doing that bad. It's just that we're kind of behind.
You're behind the 8 ball.
I was banking on some money, which, thank you very much, Artie generously paid me, but it just came a little later than I thought. It had nothing to do with him, so I bounced about $400 in checks before Artie's check even got to my house.
See, but I
just-
feel
You're
bad
living
about
so low to the ground that $400 isn't even in your bank account.
There's nothing in my... Well,
Zero.
Yeah, it's in my checking because my checking account is a negative equity.
But Sal, didn't you tell me that you just went on a vacation like within the last
Big
year?
mistake, yeah.
And you spent $7,000?
Big fucking mistake.
You just
yeah.
spent $7,000 on a vacation. I mean, when
why
you
did you do that?
Hey, and by the way, can I tell you, I don't know if we ever talked about this on the air, Howard, the
Yeah.
vacation. Did we talk about this, Sal?
No,
The vacation
breakfast?
in Florida. He was so broke on the vacation in Florida that at one point in Miami, he had to take the family around in a bus. They got on like the public bus.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't get anywhere. But he said that they went to breakfast, gave the guy his credit card, him and the family leave at the hotel. They're at
No,
the
you know
hotel.
how the hotel gives you your own card?
Right.
So now you're in the clear.
Yeah.
You know, I got the card. We can do whatever we want.
yeah.
So I go down, I have breakfast with the kids, and there's like a little Filipino man, really nice man serving us. And, you know, we eat and everything. I give him the card. I sign my name, close the book, walk out. I'm in the middle of the lobby, and all of a sudden this little Filipino comes running in and goes, "Your card's no good, no good." I go, "What do you mean?" I go, "I'm at the hotel." He goes, No, canceled, no good. And now I'm like, oh, I'm so embarrassed. I'm in front of people and stuff. So I go, relax. I'm not a thief. I go, I have money. I go, I'm going to go to the ATM. The fucking little bastard follows me to the ATM with his apron on and his arms crossed. I put the goddamn card in. No fucking money
Wow.
in the account.
What do you do?
I call my wife upstairs from my cell phone. I start ripping the shit out of her.
Right.
And she's
Why
saying
is
that
there no money in there? She
because
emptied it
again,
out?
she moved money. She moved the money out of her savings account into the checking account, which was negative equity again, and the bank froze the account.
Negative equity.
Oh,
Jesus, my whole fucking life.
I love
Everything's
all these financial
equity.
negative. He has no money. He's negative equity.
You see, I found.
Negative equity.
I found.
Do you know what equity is, Sal? What is
Of course
equity?
it is.
What is equity?
Equity is it's cash, it's securities, it's anything that's tangible. As to cash, it's equity. But I was but in the account, the term that they use is your negative equity. If you're
You're overdrawn is what you are.
Exactly.
You're broke.
Exactly.
I'm broke.
Negative equity.
No, but
So I'm in this-
Hey, look, Mo, we've got negative equity.
So now I
Why,
don't.
you knucklehead?
Negative equity.
I don't know what to do, so I have to call my mother-in-law, and she has to wire
love
money
that.
over.
That's a fun conversation.
While
that.
you're having the Filipino guy still stand at your
Yeah.
elbow with
I love
his
that
arms-
Then-
Sal's job was managing people's money.
Right.
Then on top of
Negative
everything
equity.
else, my buddy Jerry shows up at this goddamn hotel, who I used to be in Wall Street with. He's a big shot, and I used to be pretty good. He's got his kids. He goes, "You going to the Sea Aquarium?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, I just rented the new Range Rover. We're going to take the kids. Why don't you hop in? What else?" And I'm like, this guy's going to ask me to chip in for gas. Fuck that. I don't want him to know. I'm dead broke right now in Miami with negative equity. So I go up to the concierge and I ask him where the bus is. We walk for about 1.5 miles to get on the bus, which is interesting minorities on that thing. Interesting. We get on the bus.
You
So,
know what, Sal? What you're finding out is what you have to be exposed to when you don't have money.
well, it's fine,
Other
but
people.
I tell Jerry that I don't want to jump in the Range Rover. I go, we're getting a town car, you know?
Right.
Yeah, right.
We get
get
in
on a
this
bus.
fucking beat this shit bus. All of a sudden, I see Jerry. He comes back. I don't know where he was. He's unloading the car. He's got a bunch of stuff. And we pull up
Oh,
the
no.
fucking bus.
Do most of your friends ask you to chip in for gas whenever they give you a ride?
Yeah, absolutely. Except for
Really?
John Hine.
You're kidding. Hey,
Well, that's work, though.
You
John.
got it. I mean, it's $5 a freaking gallon. You
No,
got
but
it.
it wasn't
I mean,
then.
that's to work. But I'm saying when your friend gives you a ride on
yeah.
vacation, he's going to say, "Can
He
you
was
please give me
going
gas
anyway.
money?"
I feel obligated to give him
I
something.
see. All right. So you get on a bus.
And that's it. I get on the bus, and then, like I said, a whole school, or whatever you want to call them,
School.
of these young, very intimidating-looking Puerto Rican kids get on the bus. So I'm sitting there, and my 3 kids are sitting on the chairs, and you think you were taking them into a Scared Straight episode or something.
Right.
And I swear to God, I must have tapped this young Puerto Rican girl's foot, just like that. And she turns around, she goes, "Yo, what the fuck is up with that?" Now I'm boiling, I'm seething, I'm dead broke. I got my kids on this bus, and I realize if I say one word, forget it. They're just gonna fillet me like a fucking fish right on this bus. I'm gonna go home in a body bag, and that was my.
So you got yelled at by Puerto Ricans?
No, not Puerto Ricans. A young Puerto Rican girl. They can get a little feisty, so
Right.
she was feisty.
There you go.
And let me tell you something. If I sympathize with them. If I drove that fucking bus every day, I'd probably be just as nasty and angry as they
Sounds
are.
like it would have been a lot more fun to stay at home and save
It
$7,000.
was, and then I lost lots of money. So now I come home and I have no fucking money.
Yeah, well, you're a fucking asshole.
I think
When you have negative equity, don't spend $7,000 on a vacation and don't spend $200 on Seinfeld
Yeah,
tickets.
can you imagine the mother-in-law who's getting the call that they're down
Right.
in Florida on on a vacation and they don't have any money and she's got to wire it to them?
So
You're
embarrassing.
like a migrant worker.
No, I felt bad because Sal worked for me at Westbury Music Fair, and I told him, okay, the check will be there in a couple of days, but and again, this is I don't know if it's arrogance or whatever. You just don't assume that
It's needed
the
that
people that we
badly.
work with.
Yeah.
You did him a favor because
Yeah,
he'd
you
only
did.
spend it anyway.
but I don't.
I feel bad that you bounce checks because of that. I mean,
Well, it's
I'll
not
give you
your
the money,
fault.
but I
It's-
want to give you the money for the fine at the.
No.
But
you
I
did-
never.
I don't need it. I really don't. I mean, I'll get ahead eventually.
Because you get fined if you bounce checks, and I mean, you don't want to start bouncing.
But
checks.
Howard, there's something going on. Even as far behind as he is, I don't know why. I mean, he's been here for 2.5 years. He's working every weekend. He said something really funny to me yesterday. He goes, maybe I ought to take the finances over for my wife. You think I should take that over? I'm like, well, you might want to take
Well,
a
dude,
peek
why
at
don't
it.
you take a
Right.
peek at it?
I
He's
said,
right.
I said, do you have a private account going on? Because I'm getting a little paranoid. I'm thinking she's building a little nest egg on the side. As soon as it gets big enough, she's like, hasta luego, asshole.
All right.
But I don't
Hasta
know.
la vista.
No, luego's another one.
It
Too.
does.
Yeah,
That
you
works.
can say hasta luego.
I don't trust anything he says.
But
I really don't.
but things are going good with the wife now.
All right.
Now that I'm dead broke, that's
Even
probably why
though-
she's so happy. She's probably got to the level she needs to be in that private account.
No. All right.
I don't
Well,
know.
I'm
I'm sorry.
It's depressing.
But Colin Quinn opened up for Jerry. He did an awesome job.
Yeah. And how was Jerry?
I was not that impressed. He's good, but a lot of recycled stuff. It's like he takes his old material, and it's the same premise, and just adds new jokes to it. It really wasn't that impressive.
All right, Sal. Well, Sal, big stand-up comic himself. He's
Oh, yeah.
now-
Hey, one last thing, Howard.
critic.
and critic, right?
One last thing. Sal was in the elevator last night complaining. The show was at the WAMU Theater downtown, and he was complaining about the Indian tribe that, the WAMUs that
What
owned the
about
theater.
the
I didn't know. I go to HSBC. I didn't know WAMU is Washington Mutual. So I'm in the elevator.
So you thought it was an Indian?
I thought it was like the Indian casinos, the reservations. So
the WAMU Theater.
right. So I'm in the elevator with Ross and 5 strangers
Oh, dear.
last night, and
Yeah.
he goes, where you going? I go, I'm going to see Seinfeld at the WAMU Theater. I go, these goddamn Indians, they own the reservations, the casinos. Now they're buying Madison Square Garden. So he turns around and goes, are you kidding me? I go, no, I'm not. He goes, no, are you kidding me with the Indians? He goes,
You're an idiot
WAMU
everywhere.
is Washington Mutual, you idiot. And all these strangers
Well,
just start
Everywhere
laughing.
you go, you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I tell you, you're goofed on constantly. You don't.
Well-
You seem like you got it together, but you really don't.
I think I got it together.
All right.
Maybe
anyway.
I should stop thinking.
What's the name of the name of the theater at the Garden now? Is the WAMU Theater?
The old
I didn't even know
Paramount is
that.
now the WAM, but it sounds like an Indian.
It used to be the Felt Forum.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it was the Paramount, right?
Right.
Right.
Mike, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, I just want to know how much negative equity do I need to have to survive in life?
How much negative equity? What?
Do you need to?
How much negative equity can I have in order to live?
Yeah, how much negative equity should you carry is what the guy's saying.
I don't know, but I'll tell you this much.
Negative equity.
If you're at negative equity, you could cut checks at grocery stores. So, like, when we're at negative equity, I'll go to BJ's and buy groceries. And then,
Oh, my God.
No, but then I
you,
pay.
really know, you ought to write a book, How to Get By on Negative Equity. So you're the
How to
guy
Get
who
By-
writes. You're the guy who writes a check at the supermarket.
That is the most embarrassing thing. And my wife's got the gayest fucking checks, like with balloons and ducks on them. And I'm the ass. Usually it's some old lady on welfare
Why don't
holding
you get
everybody
your own
up.
checks?
Why? What am I going to write a check to? I'm negative equity.
But I mean, if you got balloons and ducks on your
Invisible checks?
check.
Yeah, so I'm the asshole at ShopRite writing a check.
All right.
And then some guy asked me for a picture, and he asked the cashier to take a picture of me while I'm taking a check, shitting in my pants. That when she puts it through the
Right,
register,
it'll go
Oh, my
a red
God.
alert will come across.
See, you know what? You see, Sal, you're getting into that dangerous area where you're going to be somewhat famous and broke.
Right.
I am.
So, yeah.
He's already in that area.
He's arrived.
He's definitely got the broke thing going, and he's almost up to somewhat
Well,
famous.
he's definitely somewhat famous.
He is just about to arrive.
All right. Thank you very much.
So Sal, with all of your stories of financial hardship, there was one theme that ran throughout the entire segment. That every person you mentioned, you talked about the race. It was the Puerto Rican girl.
It just happened to be that
the
way.
Filipino guy, the scary black guy that looked like a seal without money.
You have to explain who these people are. You have to paint a picture. It's radio. There's no visuals.
Right, but it seemed like every time you associate something negative. It was something negative going on that you talked about the race.
Right.
You don't see that you're fearful of other races and cultures.
I'm not fearful. I'm making people aware of the people I interact with.
But you used words like
Like what do you?
like they're scary.
Well, they are. I mean, wait a minute. No. There are certain people, white or black, that can come off scary. That would happen to be a scary African American. I could definitely bump into a scary Caucasian. If a scary Caucasian was at my house, I would have said it was a scary Caucasian. I didn't drive up to my house. He did. I'm not the one with the scary demeanor and attitude. He was. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
But as far as the waiter in the Miami hotel, why even go as far as to mention that he was Filipino?
It's cute. I said, very nice Filipino man. You know, it makes people realize that Filipinos are working. You know what I mean? It's nice. It's like giving them it's like a shout out to the Filipinos. Good people. They're good. I mean, now I'm saying something good, and still, you're probably still accusing me of stereotyping somebody.
Hi there, fellow horny pervs. If you enjoyed those clips with the salacious and beautiful Flower Tushy, then make sure you tune in soon, because coming soon to Howard TV is the full Inside the Porn Actor's Studio with Flower Tushy.
Nice.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way to punch that one out. Oh, come on. It's not smell vision. It's not smell vision. It's just not.
It is for you.
Come on.
Oh, you can't back up anymore. You can't run away from the gas.
It's rough.
Love the gas.
I got a stuffed up nose and I can still smell that.
It does not.